George tried to remember how a real front loader worked. Of course, if the scoop faced upward, then things wouldn't fall out.
Hang on, I have just the thing. Now, oh, where did I put that thing? Ah, here it is. Never leave home without an adjustable wrench. I've also got pickles. Want some? Now the toys are staying in there. I'll hold, and you tighten.
The front loader worked great now, except for one thing. George couldn't get toys into the scoop. George thought about the real front loader again. The scoop needed to be able to tilt.
You're right, George. Looks like we need to loosen things up.
Now the scoop could move. Now to lift the arm.
Well, that didn't work, but I think we're onto something.
George knew Aunt Sylvia was right. They needed a way to make the scoop move.
Great idea.
There was only one problem. How could George steer?
Now, don't you be discouraged. Reworking and revising is what engineering is all about. I learned that when I designed roller coasters. Sometimes you have to sit through a lot of slow rides before you can zoom.
What else could he use to control the scoop? George couldn't find a place to attach the rope.
Oh, that's no problem. Luckily, I've got Sheila. My drill. Isn't she a beauty? Perfect.
Now to see if it worked.
It works. Wonderful.
You fixed it. I'm gonna get my toy makers right on it. Do you mind if I use this as a sample?
Go right ahead. Well, partner, looks like it's mission accomplished.
Before long, George had his front loader back, and it worked like a dream.
That's it. That's it. Bring her in.
Their work was just one small step for a monkey and his aunt.
There you go. Good job, George.
But one giant leap for mud pies. Stripes was going to be easy for this clever monkey. Now the river had 6 and George had none. He didn't want to lose these again. This was the safest place for them.
The anniversary jubilaria will now be unveiled after the band plays. That's earlier than planned.
Earlier, time was running out. Those weren't table runners. They were missing stripes. George added 2 stripes to the 6 he'd already found. So now he had 8 stripes, 2 more to have all 10.
George, I've been looking for you. It's time for the town founding play. You're in it, remember?
Let's give a warm welcome to our town founders.
All George could think about was where to look for those last 2 stripes.
This looks like a fine place to live and farm. And let us found a town here and name it. Oh, my word!
So the original name of this town was Oh My Word?
George already had 8 stripes. 1 more made 9. Now he only had to find 1 more stripe.
Now the anniversary jubilaria will be unveiled even earlier. Right after the kite flying.
After the kite flying? When was the kite flying? It was now. George had no time left.
Hey, George, did you see my kite? I found a great tail on the ground right in the yard.
There it was. When Allie reeled in her kite, everything would be okay.
Look, an eagle! It's flying away with my tail!
It must want it for its nest. The eagles have a nest on top of Mount Neverclimb. Do you know why they called it Mount Neverclimb? Because no one could ever climb it.
So how could a little monkey get up there?
In just a minute, we'll be unveiling the anniversary jubilaria, now with 100 hard-earned stars.
10 stripes with 10 stars makes 100 stars.
Wow, everyone I've ever known is here, but not George. He's gonna miss the big 100.
Oh, sorry, but we can't wait anymore. Happy 100th anniversary!
George? Careful. Mr. Quint wouldn't want a speck of dirt on those.
This was about the hardest George had ever worked on something no one would ever know about. George had had a great day. Still, even counting by tens, 100 was an exhausting number. George's guitar looked almost like the man's guitar. Except for those bumps. Nothing some chopsticks wouldn't fix. Now, George just had to wait for the bumps to dry.
I found some guitar strings.
There were shoestrings, a yo-yo string, some fishing line, a picture wire, and rubber band. George couldn't decide which of Allie's strings to use. So he decided to use them all. He was almost done.
Oh no, George. The hoedown starts in half an hour. We need to hurry. Uh-oh. How do we attach the strings to the top?
These strings were attached to something that turned. If only George could find something like that.
Oh, yeah. That's good, George. Turning it tightens the string.
George's guitar looked great, and it even had lights.
Play it, George. Oops.
George's guitar looked great, but sounded awful. Now the man would never be able to play at the hoedown.
Hey, gang.
Hi.
George, did you find my guitar? Jerry and I wanted to practice.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be playing with this.
Well, it was nice of you to clean it for me.
You're welcome. But don't worry, Mr. Yellowpants. You can still play. George made you a new guitar. Show him, George. Oh.
This is great.
Huh?
Oh, Bluegrass has a fine tradition of using handmade instruments of all kinds. Washboards.
Spoons,
But this is the only shoestring,
fishing line,
yo-yo picture wire,
tennis racket, birdhouse.
rubber bandolin.
Hey, I think I've got the lyrics for your song.
Let me tell y'all a story about a monkey. He built an instrument to play with a birdhouse racket and a mess of strings. That boy was strumming every day. He had a monkey-built birdhouse mandolin. It was the strangest picking thing there's ever been. It had a shoestring, fishing line, rubber band, and yo-yo. That monkey birdhouse mandolin. Yeah! Let's go! Well, you don't need to take no music lessons. You don't even need to tune it all. A birdhouse mandolin's a cinch to play. Just pick away and have a ball. He had a monkey-built birdhouse mandolin. It was the strangest picking thing there's ever been. It had a shoestring, fishing line, rubber band, and yo-yo. That monkey birdhouse mandolin. He had a monkey-built birdhouse mandolin. It was the strangest picking thing there's ever been. It had a shoestring, fishing line, rubber band, and yo-yo. That monkey birdhouse mandolin.
Yeah.
That monkey birdhouse mandolin. That monkey birdhouse mandolin.
There's no way Bird could get past this brick wall.
Uh-oh.
Except through there.
There's Bird! Safe and sound.
I hope that's not what I think it is. It is what I think it is.
Aw.
Steer Bird to us.
Oh, an elephant might step on it. Oh, I'll go to the other side. When I get there, steer Bird left to those bars, and I'll grab her.
To go left, George had to push the joystick left.
The plane is going right. The joystick needs to go left.
left.
Okay. Slowly let go of the joystick. Oh, I can't watch.
George, do something.
If off was on, up was down was up, and left was right, maybe right was left.
Oh, my.
George needed the plane to go up.
You did it, George. Follow that bird.
What do we do now?
Oh, I got it. George lands bird, but this time, so we can catch it, he slides the throttle to slow. The throttle is already on slow. I give up.
Luckily, monkeys never ever quit. If off was on, up was down was up, left was right, and right was left, maybe fast was slow.
Any chance you can turn it off?
If off was on, maybe on was off.
Stellar work. Now to fix the remote. Oh, too late. The flock. Oh, I'll never be able to make the repairs in time.
The lost blackbirds won't be able to join their friends again.
But George knew the remote wasn't broken. It was just backwards. He could launch Bird if he did the opposite of what the book said. To start the engine, he hit off.
I'm back. What is my monkey doing with your bird?
To go fast, he slid the slider to slow. He pushed the joystick down to go up. He pushed the joystick right to turn left. And to turn on the autopilot and activate the computer, he hadn't tried that one before. But if the autopilot was like everything else, if you wanted to turn it on, you had to turn it off.
Thank goodness we found you. Some wires got crossed on the remote, and everything is backwards.
We're receiving transmission.
George, you're a genius.
Hey, any chance I can get you to help me land Bird when the flock heads south for winter?
Monkeys love things that fly. Especially if they're the ones who get to fly them.
I don't understand. We look tall in the store, but short here. I look really wide. That's weird. I was wide over there, but I'm thin over here.
Each new bend produced a different reflected image.
Hey!
And one seemed perfect to make Hundley feel taller. He'd done it. The monkey had made him taller. Hundley couldn't wait to show the doorman.
Hey, Hundley. Welcome back. I was really worried about you.
I seem to have forgotten my keys. Can you let me in?
Absolutely. Huh. My keys were right here. Where'd they go? I don't know what I did with them. Did you find them? It's closed. They wouldn't fall through there.
Hundley, look what we've got! Hey, what's going on? The doorman lost his keys.
Where could they be?
Hundley could see he would just have to get those keys himself. The keys were up there somewhere. The boxes for the new light fixtures made a great stairway. The doorman's keys.
Huh? Hundley, what are you doing down there? My keys! You really saved the day, Hundley.
No kidding. There's no way a big dog like Goliath could have gotten in that itty-bitty space.
Hundley, watch the desk for me, will you?
It's a mirror we made for you, so you'd look really tall. Back when you wanted to be tall.
George figured they could still use the mirror. Only now, it'd just be for fun.
You can play too, Goliath. That's real teamwork. There are good things about all different sizes.
And with the new mirror, changing sizes had never been more fun.